What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss a really exciting upcoming bantamweight matchup this Saturday's co-main event. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. All right, guys. Petr Yan versus Marcus McGhee, a fight that I'm fucking pumped for. A lot of the fans are not happy about this fight, but I mean, honestly, it's all in the context of the story. You have Petr Yan, former champion, 32 years old, the ups and downs over the past few years. I mean, if you guys, at one point, 15-1, just eliminating everybody within the UFC, steps up against Aljamain Sterling to defend his belt, right? Beat the brakes off of Sterling, but they end up landing an illegal knee, which ended up costing him the fight and the belt, and honestly, several years of his career of inconsistencies, bad luck. After losing the belt, right, followed it up with an interim fight with Corey Sandhagen, won that fight. Crazy back and forth 5-round war between those two dudes. Watch that fight if you guys get a chance to, Corey and Petr Yan. But then had his rematch with Aljamain, where he got beat. And then had the fight with Sugar Sean, where, man, everybody says it was a robbery. I don't think so. I thought that fight was so fucking close. I even gave it to Sean. And, like, I mean, that's being a fan of both dudes equally. I really thought Sean just edged it out by, like, that much. And honestly, like, and if they gave it to Petr, I wouldn't have been mad about it either. It was a close fucking fight. Anybody who doesn't, like, you're crazy. Then gets completely nullified by Merab. Had to take some time off. That was 3 in a row. And now we saw Petr Yan with a big question mark, which was weird for myself and probably a lot of the fans. Took the time off, exactly what he needed to do, recharge, get whatever he needed to do, maybe surgeries. And now he's riding a 2-fight win streak over guys like, not Song Kanan, Song Yadong, Song Yadong, and most recently Divison Figueiredo, in fights where we saw Petr Yan be sharp, fast, explosive, fighting his fight, utilizing his pressure, being the red corner, right? Being the favorite, acting like the former champion. He really turned back the clock on his last 2 fights. And just looking like his former self. But now here he's being lined up against a guy who is striking while the iron's hot like he needs to be. Marcus McGhee, who I think is, 36 years old now? Maybe 35? He's 35, right? 10-1. He's 4-0 within the UFC. Looking better every single time. 3 of those fights are finishes, but his most recent victory over Jonathan Martinez was decisive. And here at 36 years old, at 135 pounds, a guy who relies on his athleticism, his explosiveness, his physicality, Marcus McGhee, who's fucking good everywhere. Phenomenal striking, strong, powerful, mixes it up very well, great fight IQ, works out of the MMA lab, a lot of fucking killers coming out of that gym. Marcus, man, him taking this fight is exactly what he needs to do, because at 36 years old, you need to know, you have to test yourself. How good is Marcus McGhee? In a fight against Petr Yan, who is in the middle of getting himself right back to that position to prove, hey, I'm still here. I'm here for that title shot. This is the perfect fucking fight. Now, Petr Yan is the guy with everything to lose in this fight. He's the one, the former champion. He's the one actually taking a risk and a chance in this fight. Because honestly, if Marcus loses this fight, I mean, it's a win-win. Because then you lost to the, almost #1 contender, former champion Petr Yan, 36 years old. You went out there, you tested yourself, no love lost. And if he goes out there and wins, beats Petr Yan, the younger guy, the former champion, like I'm blabbing about, now you're forced to look at Marcus on even such a deeper level. Does he get a title shot? And if he does beat Petr Yan, I think he's a backup. I think that if anything, he's right there next in line because of his age alone. You almost have to kind of put him in the front just to be like, hey, he's not going to be here in a year and a half from now, but let's see how good this fucking guy really is. So he has to go out there and beat Petr Yan, and if he does decisively, we have a really interesting conversation to have about the 135-pound title picture. But that being said, I got Petr in this fight. I think that he's too fast, too good. His boxing, his striking, is fucking phenomenal. But not to say Marcus McGhee can cause a lot of problems, man. Strong and explosive. But I got Petr Yan in this fight. I think he's going to get the job done. And we're going to see him back fighting for a title here soon enough. But guys, that's going to do it for today. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you guys have? Do you guys have Petr Yan? Do you guys have Marcus McGhee? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Mr. Mustache, MMA news out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.